Good morning, children. How are you all? Today, in science, we are going to read about animal world that is given in chapter 8. Let us explore the world of animals. In this, we are going to read about the animal habitats where the animals they live. So first of all, let us understand what is a habitat. So, the place which is an animal's natural home, the environment which suits it well, is called its habitat. So, like us, like we need a home to live in the same way, the animals they also have their home, and that is the natural home, at the home which has been provided by nature to these animals where they can live safely, and the environment which suits it well. So they live in those kind of environment which is better suited to them. Like a polar bear, it is not able to live in a hot condition, hot weather. In the same way, the camel, they cannot live in the polar regions. So the place which is an animal's natural home, the environment which suits it well, is called its habitat. Then the natural home or environment of an animal is called its habitat. As you see in the picture, the tiger is living in a forest, polar bear living in the polar regions, colder regions, fish they survive in water. This is spider which lives in the desert. Here the spider it lives in the desert. Spiders we can see in different areas, different places. Now the habitat, it provides the animal with food, water and shelter, everything it needs to survive. So as we need food, we need water and we also need shelter. So in the same way, the animals they need food, water and shelter to live, and this is provided by its habitat, and these things are essential for the animals to live and to survive. Then we know that the forest is the natural home of tiger. The forest is the natural home of a tiger. The tiger lives in the forest, that is its habitat. Zoo and circus. We find the tiger in the zoo also, and we find the tiger in circus also, but that is not its habitat. It is not the natural home of the tiger. So over millions of years, animals have evolved to survive in their own habitats. So we have seen that the animals they have changed themselves so that they can cope up with the environment, so that they can survive in the environment, they can live nicely in the environment. As in the picture we can see the elephants, they have undergone changes. First, the elephants were not as we see them today. They have undergone different body changes and they have evolved as we see in the present. The human beings also, they have evolved themselves from the apes. They have developed different changes, physical changes, mental changes to develop into human beings as we see at present. Now, the ability of living things to adjust themselves to their environment is called adaptation. So what is adaptation? The animals, they have undergone different kinds of changes, and this ability to live in that kind of environment is called the adaptation. To adjust themselves in their environment, the animals have undergone different kinds of changes, and the ability to survive in that environment is called the adaptation. As we see here, that the animals, they have different habitats. Some animals, they live in water, some animals, they live in desert, some live on mountains, some live on trees. So the animals, they have different habitats. Different animals have different kinds of habitat. Here also we see the polar bears living in the colder region, camel living in the desert, in hotter areas. Now let us discuss about the different habitats. Forest, grassland, mountain, desert, freezing land. Freezing land, that is filled with snow or ice. Then water bodies. The animals, they live in water bodies also. Now let us discuss first about the desert habitat. A desert is a very warm place. So we know that the desert, it is very hot. It is found in a warm place. The air is very hot and dry. So we find that the air in the desert is very hot as well as it is very dry. There is very little rain. The desert, we know that there is scanty, there is little rain over there. The soil is very sandy, and we find in the desert sand everywhere. Most of the places, sand in the desert. Most animals that live in the desert sleep during the day because it is too hot. So the animals, they sleep during the day in the desert. Why? Because it is very hot during the daytime. They come out at night to eat. They are called nocturnal. So the animals, as they find that and the night it becomes cold, so they come out at night and they are called the nocturnal animals. Some desert animals burrow in the ground during the day. So the desert animals, they burrow, they make burrows in the ground. They take the ground and make burrows in the ground so that they can prevent themselves from the hot weather. So they go inside and they find cold over there and they live. Many plants have thick leaves in the desert to retain water. So plants have also undergone adaptation. They have thick leaves so that they can retain water inside, because if the thick leaves will be thin, the water, it will be evaporated, and thick leaves, they contain water in them. Most desert animals get their water from the food they eat. So the desert animals, they get water from the food which they are eating. They get water from that food. Now, forest habitats. We will discuss about the forest habitat. A forest is an environment that gets enough rain and warm temperature for lots of trees to grow. So in forest, what do we find? In forest, we find many trees over there, and that is because there is enough rain. In the desert, there is little rain, so there are less trees over there. But in forest, there is enough rain and temperature is warm, and the trees, they grow very nicely, flourish over there. When the fall arrives, the leaves will turn red, orange, and yellow. So, when the leaves they are going to fall, they either turn red, orange, or yellow in color. Then, once winter comes, the trees lose their leaves. Now, as the winter comes, the trees, they shed their leaves, they lose their leaves, and again the leaves will come in the spring season. So see, forest. You can see over here, forest with different trees, different kinds of trees over here. So forest is a vast region that is covered densely by trees and different varieties of plants. So see how beautiful the forest lives. And in this, there is a desert without trees or very scanty little trees over there. Then, what is a grassland? So that is also a habitat. So grass is everything to a grassland. So in a grassland we will find grass. Grass is food for animals. So the animals, they eat grass. Grass is both a hiding place and a shelter from the wind and cold. So the animals, those who live in the grassland, it is a hiding place also. The grasses are a hiding place also, as well as it is a shelter. They get prevented from wind and cold in the grass. Grass holds down soil that would otherwise blow away in the wind. So what happens? The grass, they hold the soil. They hold the soil so that they are not eroded. The soil is not eroded away by the wind or blown away by the wind. See here, a fox, what it uses? The grass to hide. You can see a fox over here using grass to hide. A grasshopper have back legs built for jumping. So here grasshoppers, they jump on the grasses and they have legs built over there. They have undergone adaptation and they can jump there. Now see, we will discuss about the mountain habitat. So what do mountains provide to the animals which live over there? Mountains provide widespread different types of habitat in which a large range of plants and animals they can be found. So on the mountains also we find different kinds of animals and plants growing on the and living on the mountains. See here, different kinds of animals living on the mountains. They are the mountain animals. In the mountains also we find trees growing, forest over there, and the animals, they live safely and happily on the mountains. Then freshwater habitats. So moving bodies of water that can be found in warm or cold areas. So these freshwater habitats, they are water bodies that can be found in the cold area. Water can be warm or cold here. Then like the rivers, ponds, lakes, they are freshwater bodies. Now they can be fast or slow moving water. So here the water which flows, it can be fast also, it can be slow also, and it can be stagnant. Stagnant means the water, it stays on that area also. So here the speed of the water flow determines the types of plants and animals that live in them or use them. So the plants or the animals which live in these water bodies, it is the type is determined by the speed of the water flow. If the water flow is high or fast, the animal will be different, plants will be different, growing on the place where there is, or in the water where there is less flow of water or the speed is slow. There are many plants, bushes and trees along the banks as well as water plants. So we find many plants there on the banks of the river or water bodies, as well as there are water plants also. Inside the water also we find different kinds of plants. Many animals, for example fish, crayfish, snakes and insects use these plants for food or shelter. So what do we find? We find that there are many animals which use these plants as a food or they use it as a shelter to live or to protect themselves from the animals. You might find frogs, ducks, beavers, turtles, dragonflies, and many kinds of fish in a freshwater habitat. So, we find different kinds of freshwater animals or water animals in the freshwater habitat. Now, ocean habitat, that is salt water. An ocean is a vast continuous body of saline or salty water. So ocean is a salty water, it is saline or salty water. It is vast, it is very big water body. It is the largest habitat on the earth. So it is the largest habitat on the earth because there are different oceans and we know that the earth is covered 2/3 with water. So it is the largest habitat on the earth, the ocean. And we find different kinds of animals or water animals in this oceans. Then different animals adapt themselves differently. So orangutans and hornbills, where they live in dense forest. That is, they live in the rainforest and they will not be able to survive themselves in the open grassland. If they are brought to the open grassland, these orangutans and hornbills, they will not be able to survive because they have adapted themselves to live in the dense forest. Then see, yaks are snow leopards. They live in cold high mountain regions of Himalayas. So their body has adapted itself to live in the cold areas, the mountainous areas, the Himalayas. In the same way, polar bear, what happens? The polar bear lives in extremely cold north polar regions where there is severe cold. So the polar bear has very thick fur on its body which protects it from severe cold. So it has adapted itself. As it has thick fur on its body, it is protected from severe cold. So we have read about different habitats, water habitats and land habitats. Now let us see the animals. So first, land habitat is also the terrestrial habitat, and the animals which live on land, they are called terrestrial animals. So there are different animals that live on land, and those animals, they are called terrestrial animals. As you can see, elephant, horses, snake, lizards, lions, tigers, dogs, cats, they all are, and different other animals, those who live on land, they are called the terrestrial animals. So a camel, it has adapted itself to live on the desert. It has thick skin, long legs, thick leathery lips and tongue, so that it can live in the desert. Now aquatic animals. Let us see. The animals that dwell in water, that means those live in water, they are called aquatic animals. So aquatic animals, they live in ponds, rivers, lakes, and they are known as freshwater animals. So aquatic animals that live in oceans and are known as marine or saltwater animals. There are diverse species of aquatic animals that live both in water and on land, such as snails, jellyfish, crabs, turtles, etc. So we find here different kinds of aquatic animals living in water. So here also see different animals. Aquatic animals are the animals that live in water. So aquatic animals versus terrestrial animals. So let us see the difference. An aquatic animal is an animal who lives in water. Terrestrial animal is an animal who lives exclusively on the land. That means they live on the land, respire through gills or their skin. So aquatic animals, they breathe through their gills or through their skin, and the terrestrial animals, they respire through lungs or trachea. They have lungs or trachea. Trachea are the holes present on the skin of the insects and they breathe through that holes. Now, show adaptations such as streamlined bodies, fins, webbed feet and air bladder. So the aquatic animals, they have streamlined body, they have fins, they have webbed feet and air bladder so that they can adapt themselves to the water. Now, terrestrial animals show adaptations such as legs, waterproof skin, feathers, covered eggs and kidney. So they have developed adaptation. They have legs to walk, they have waterproof skin, they have feathers, the birds, they have feathers, then their eggs are covered and they have kidneys also. So skin is slimy, slippery and soft so that they can adjust themselves in water. Now skin of terrestrial animal, it is leathery, hard or spiny. These are the different adaptation, different habitats which we have seen: mountain, forest, desert, polar area, ocean, sea, rivers and the animals also living in that differently. Thank you everyone.